Greetings, friend.
Welcome to Hearthstone Terminology Explained. In this video, I'm going to be running through a bunch of the common terms you'll hear used within the Hearthstone community and by the pro players. I'm trying to keep these videos short, so I'm not going to waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. So a drop. Drop is another term for a minion. When you hear it said, it will usually be with a number on the front to indicate its mana cost. So a 1 mana minion is a 1 drop, 2 mana minion, 2 drop, etc. Speaking of minions, we have play and summon. These are two commonly confused terms. To play a minion means to spend the card's mana cost and send it to the board, whereas summoning covers any effect that makes a minion appear on the board. So if we look at our Razorfen Hunter, you spend 3 mana and you play a 2/3. Its Battlecry effect summons a 1/1, but you've only played the 2/3. You've summoned 2 minions, you've played 1 minion. If you look at Animal Companion, you're not playing any minion, you're actually casting a spell and summoning 1 minion. This is important because some card effects only trigger when a minion is played, whereas others trigger anytime a minion is summoned. Face is another term for each player's hero portrait. If you attack your opponent's hero, sometimes it's called going face. A trade is when both minions die during an attack. A value trade is another term you'll hear. A value trade is when a weaker minion trades with a stronger or more valuable enemy minion. Lethal is similar to checkmate in chess, and it means you're able to kill your opponent and win the game. Setting up lethal means putting your opponent in a position where you're going to win next turn unless they do something about it. Tempo and value are key concepts that I'll explore in a future video, but for now, just know that tempo means making high pressure plays, usually through playing strong minions that your opponent needs to address, whereas value means getting more return from a card than you typically expect from its mana cost. Early, mid, and late game are 3 loose phases of the game. Generally, early game is considered to be turns 1 to 3, mid game is turns 4 to 7, and late game is turns 8+. Curve is used in 2 different ways. You have your mana curve, which is the mana distribution of your deck shown in your deck graph, and you have playing on curve, which means spending all of your available mana to play 1 card each turn. So if you can consistently play on curve, it's very good for tempo. Board control means that you are the player who is dictating the trades on the board. You are forcing your opponent to play defensively, and you are the one who gets to decide how the trades go. This concept is going to be explored more in a future video. Card advantage is simple. It means that you've got more cards than your opponent. Now this is really important because given enough time, maintaining card advantage will usually lead to board control because you'll run your opponent out of resources. Mulligan is the first phase of the game where you are given the option to replace cards from your starting hand and try and draw again. Net decking means to take a popular deck list from online rather than creating one yourself. While some people throw this around derogatively, the fact is all top players net deck, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it, so don't worry. Win condition is the specific goal of your deck beyond simply I'm going to kill my opponent. Certain decks have particular cards they're looking to combo together, or they're trying to win in certain phases of the game. This topic will be explored in a future video. RNG means random number generator, and it refers to any cards that produce random effects, such as casting a random spell or summoning a random minion. BM stands for bad manners and refers to rude behavior online. Most often this is excessive or sarcastic emoting, or roping, which is where you intentionally let your turn timer run down just to waste your opponent's time. And finally we have top deck. To top deck is to draw the exact card you need at the exact right moment, rather than having it in your hand at the start of the turn. And that's it, just a quick overview of some of the most common terms you'll hear thrown around. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to reading your comments.